What's going on, guys? T-Mart here, and today we are going to be talking about skill-based matchmaking in Black Ops 3. This is the #1 concern I see everybody talking about. All my YouTube comments, tweets, Instagram comments, everything. People are always asking, like, Trev, have you heard anything about skill-based matchmaking? Is it going to be in the game? What's going on with that? Like, what do you know? And I want to set the record straight for you guys. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. Now, before we get into skill-based matchmaking, I want to let you guys know that Control Freak now has some special Reveal Edition FPS freaks. You guys can see them on screen right here. They are super badass, and they're only available for a limited time. So I just want to let you guys know about that. You guys know I've stood behind Control Freaks for like 5 or 6 years now. A lot of other YouTubers, pros, stuff like that stand behind these things. They really like them. I can't play without them. Like they make me a much better player. So if you guys haven't ever tried Control Freaks before, if you've tried them and you're thinking about getting another pair, this is a good pair to get. It's got the Black Ops 3 logo on it. And again, they're kind of exclusive because they aren't going to be made forever. So make sure you guys check those things out. And then also you can use the coupon code TMartin at checkout to get 10% off. So yeah, but anyway, let's talk about skill-based matchmaking. So a common misconception is that skill-based matchmaking was added in Advanced Warfare. That's not the case at all. Skill-based matchmaking has actually been in Call of Duty since Call of Duty 2. Yes, like since before most of us even started playing Call of Duty, which is pretty insane. The one thing that varies from year to year is the emphasis that's placed on the matchmaking process and how much of that is based on skill versus, connection to host, the area you're in, stuff like that. There are a million different factors that go into this big complicated formula, but obviously in Advanced Warfare, skill was one of the biggest ones. That's one of the factors that was weighed the heaviest, that determined which kind of lobbies you were getting into for the most part, and I really didn't like that. A lot of the community didn't either. It just it took some of the fun out of the game, because if you weren't going 110%, 100% of the time, you were going to get kind of rolled over. Like you were playing against people around your same skill level, so if you weren't on top of your game, there was no way you're going to be able to just hang out, have fun, and kind of roll through people like you used to be able to do in Call of Duty, and that caused some frustrations for sure. Well, I'm here to tell you guys that for Black Ops 3, we have some good news. So while there hasn't been any official word from Treyarch or Vonderhaar or anything like that, I did get to talk to one of the devs at the studio this past weekend when I went and played the game, and he said that they have no plans to change from how it was back in Black Ops 2, which you guys know in Black Ops 2, that wasn't ever really a complaint. Like, I don't ever remember hearing anybody complain about that. It's something that started to pop up a little bit in Ghost, and then definitely a lot of it in Advanced Warfare, but Black Ops 2 was never a problem. He said that connection quality always has been, and always will be the #1 factor for them, and it heavily outweighs everything else. Only when you have multiple good connection lobbies to get into, only then does skill start to take a little bit of a role. But again, it's not going to be any different than it was in Black Ops 2. And it sounds like it's definitely not going to be anything like it was in Advanced Warfare. And he even said, he admitted that he agrees it's fun to hop on with the party and kind of roll through people and stuff like that. And I feel like that's the Call of Duty mindset. Like when all of us started playing Call of Duty, we didn't start good at the game. We started bad at the game. And you had people that we were playing against. You would see somebody go 36-5 on the other team, and you'd be like, oh my gosh, that's awesome. I just went 4-16. He's 36-5. I want to be like him. And that kind of gave you that inspiration and that drive to become better at Call of Duty. And that's how I started. Back in COD 4, I started awful, but then I got better because I wanted to be good. And I feel like that's how it should be. I feel like you shouldn't be babied just because you're bad at the game. You shouldn't play with bad players. And just because you're good at the game doesn't mean you should only play with good players. I feel like the whole variation of skill and wanting to get better and stuff like that was kind of taken out in Advanced Warfare, and I'd like to see that back, and it sounds like that's what we're gonna get. So there you guys have it. Again, there's no official word yet, but based off of what I've heard so far, based off my conversation with some of the devs, it sounds like there will be no skill-based matchmaking in Black Ops 3, at least in terms of how it was in Advanced Warfare. It'll be there to an extent, but it's going to be no different than it was in Black Ops 2, which is absolutely fantastic news. So thumbs up if you guys are excited about that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys later. Make sure you guys check out these two videos if you haven't seen yet, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.